We are live. Good evening and welcome to Gooner Matters, where your opinion matters. Breaking news on a scale of 1 to 10, the summer window of Arsenal. But before we get into all that, subscribe to Gooner Matters, hit the like and smash the bell for all the notifications, and you will get all the notifications on Gooner Matters. But let's get into it. There we go, the enforcer. How are you, sire?
I'm uh, I'm a very happy person at the moment, to be honest with you. I think it's been a really good week for Arsenal. I've had a good week, so touch wood, it will carry on, and we'll just have a good debate tonight and a good chat, and we'll have a good show.
Great stuff. The family, are they well?
They are, thank you very much. They are.
I hope the 100th and the 101st subscribers, which is your wife and daughter, are watching tonight.
Sam's listening in the background, mate. Sam's listening in the background.
Sham. All right, so yeah, it has been a while. It's been about 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been a bit on a holiday. I was on holiday for the last week. And
Lovely.
also, as you know, we had this power outages in our country, whereby our power source just put off power nilly-willy
Yeah.
to save power. But hey, if you go read upon it, it is a whole lot of nonsense. But nonetheless, we lived through it though.
Yep.
But yeah, that is what's happening in our country and our lives. Is we're very frustrated, especially when the power goes out.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. We're getting through it. So yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? Before you answer that, I'm gonna just pose another guess who post is there.
Oh
What do
yeah.
you
Yeah.
think our window was like in the summer since it started? Hold that thought.
Okay.
Guess who is this? I famously sealed the domestic double for Arsenal in 2002 with a well-taken finish against Manchester United. I also highlight in my first season, which was 2000, was scoring a first half hat-trick in a win against West Ham. And the other clue is in the season of 2001-2002, I scored 10 goals in the league when Arsenal finished as champions. Who am I? You can answer that later. Not
Okay.
now, later. Let's get back to the scale of 1 to 10 days. What is your
Yep.
take on it?
For the this is for the transfer
The
window
summer.
so far, yeah? So
Yeah.
far. Right, personally, I'm going to give it an 8.
All right.
My reasons why, okay? Jesus, outstanding signing. William Saliba looks like a new signing, and I hope he does a new contract. Zinchenko was on my list. You know, like me and you and the guys that are usually on here, we usually make lists of players that we'd like to buy.
Yeah.
At the beginning. Well, Zinchenko was on my list. I've got to admit, Jesus wasn't, because I wasn't even thinking that he would be in the picture, to be honest with you. But Zinchenko was. So I'm happy about Zinchenko. I'm not going to say who, but I think, and this is just the enforcer's opinion, we're going to sign another 2 players before the beginning of the season. I'm not going to say who because I'm not sure, but I think we'll sign 2 more before the beginning of the season, and then I think we're going to sign 2 more when the season has started. So I think there could be another 4 people. There could be another 4 players coming to Arsenal at some point between now and the start of the season.
Wow. So that gives you, on a scale of 1 to 10, it gives you an 8.
Yes, so far. If we get the 4 more players that I'm hoping that we're going to get in the positions that we need, I'm going to say it's a 9.5.
Okay, based on what you're saying in the positions that we need, these are the critical positions.
Exactly. Yep, they are the positions I was thinking of, to be quite honest with you.
So, look, Tierney, these are the
Mm-hmm.
4 injured players
Mm-hmm.
that we currently have. One of
Right.
them are back in training, which is Fabio. He's back on
Yep.
training.
Yep.
But that's not a good sign for key players in our team, eh?
No, that's true. That's true.
Not a good sign.
Right. Yeah. I
So
mean, yeah.
we need. That's all I'm gonna say. So we need a backup for Tomiyasu. We now already signed a backup for. Well, I don't see him as a backup. I see him as a competition for Tierney. Tierney might as well become a backup for him in Zinchenko. But I think he's looking at another left back to come in as a backup for Tierney and use Zinchenko more in the midfield.
Exactly what I was going to say. Exactly
I'm
what I
hoping
was.
I'm hoping for that theory to work out because Zinchenko, you know how I feel about that boy. He's magnificent.
He's quality, mate. He's quality, mate. He's
He's
quality.
just a good player in all anywhere he plays.
Yeah.
So he would go wasted as left back. I think he would be more suitable and effective in the midfield.
Totally agree. I think Xhaka and Thomas Part-Time Partey need to up their game. They need to up their game because if they don't, Zinchenko's going to, however entitled Xhaka may feel that he's meant to be on the pitch. If he doesn't up his game, Zinchenko's going to be stepping in, I think.
Can I use the words Lenny would have used? Can
Yeah,
I
of course.
put
Yeah.
a spanner in the works?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's what we need. That's what Arsenal needs. We don't need replacements. We need competition for places.
Of
Do you see
course.
what I mean? And
Of course.
that's exactly what Lenny would say. That is the spanner in the works. You know.
But
And
I think
go on.
I think there's more talk of an extension. Look, Xhaka signed an extension when last season, beginning of last season or before last season. He signed an extension of what 2-3 years.
Yep.
They're talking about extending it more.
Why? Why?
That's just a rumor. You know.
Oh, I know. I know.
The rumors tend to get that real at the stage.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what it is, mate? Do you know what it is? Okay, if you break it down, right? I take it we're going to talk about the matches that have been played during pre-season as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, definitely.
At some point, yeah. But let me say this first. Let me say this first. Okay, we, as an example, okay, most of our fan base, nearly all of our fan base, wants Tielemans from Leicester City. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard through different, different sources and people on YouTube, i.e., Alex from Cannon Fodder TV. Just give him a bit of a plug. Hello, Alex. But to get Tielemans, we have to either get rid of Xhaka or somebody else. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to add to this is sort of like the spanner in the works, that supposedly Leicester are interested in Pepe. So why don't we do a deal with Leicester to say Pepe and some money, and we'll take Tielemans? Because if we want to get rid of these players and no one's really coming in for them, it's like Bellerin. He wants to go to Real Betis so much. Yeah. If I would say, right, Real Betis, you want it, you want him, pay the 12 million over. Say it's 12 million, yeah? Pay the 12 million over 3 years and let him go because he doesn't want to play for Arsenal.
He doesn't have a future there, yeah.
No, I think we should get some deals with clubs for players and a little bit of money, or straight swap for players to get rid of the ones that we don't want.
that's something that I was going to talk about a bit later. But now that
Oh,
we're on it,
sorry. I
no,
just
no
thought it was
problem. Now that
appropriate
we're on it,
where we are now, you know?
there's so many things that we have done thus far in the
Hmm.
window. So we've got Fabio, we've got
Hmm.
Marquinhos, we've got Turner, and we've got Jesus, and now we've got Zinchenko. That's
Yeah,
5 players,
yeah,
and 2 of those players is going to be backups. Well, maybe 3, which is
yeah,
Fabio,
yeah.
Turner, and of course Marquinhos.
But yeah, but are they though? Are they, Glenwyn? Are they going to be? Because right, look at it this way, right? It's like what we just said. If Xhaka and part-time Partey don't up their game, yeah, Zinchenko's going to step in, right?
No,
If
Zinchenko
they,
is going to definitely step in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So if they don't up their game again, what's to say that Fabio's not going to be playing in the midfield?
Fabio is direct competition for the Viking.
Yeah, I know that,
So the
but I
Viking
still,
has to really keep his helmet clean and silver.
I know, but I honestly think that him and Vieira could actually play together.
They could, but because ESR is also now injured, so he will be that he will play that part as well.
Yeah, but you see, this is the thing. You see, right? ESR is injured, right? The kid's injured. Great player. Not going to say he's not, but you know, when he comes back fit, he'll play. He will play
Definitely will.
because he's got the mentality to play. Partey, right, gets injured, and you've even got to say he doesn't seem to me to always come back and ready to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, where Emil Smith Rowe will get over this injury, whatever it is, and he's got the determination and the will to play. Where I don't think part-time Thomas Partey does, you know, and Xhaka.
Well, look, in his defense, he's been with preseason, and I'm not saying preseason doesn't matter. Preseason really matters in terms of preparing for the new season, and he's been looking pretty decent since the first game he played in
Are you on
Germany.
about? Are you on
I'm
about Odegaard
talking,
or
no,
about
I'm talking
Thomas?
about Partey. Yeah, I
Uh,
mean Odegaard, his game talks for itself.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about Partey.
Sorry, you're talking about Partey, right? Yeah, but how long is it going to?
He's been like that's why I understand what you're saying in if he doesn't pick up his game, he obviously he's gonna lack. So if Partey is fit, he's a good addition to our squad. The midfield goes around him because he distributes to Odegaard, and and I know how you feel about that boy, but that's just the reality.
But
If he
hold on.
is fit, if he's fit, he plays very well in that midfield. And I get what you're saying. If he doesn't pick up his game further, Zinchenko's going to kick him out. But I think Zinchenko's going to be more of an upgrade to Xhaka than
Yeah,
to
I
Partey.
agree. I totally agree with you. But the point I'm going to make, I'm going back to Partey just for one more second, and I'm sorry we're dwelling on this, but the points I'm making, I think, are very fair, as the points you're making as a counter argument are also just as fair. But the thing is, I want to say is this: with Partey, you've got that cloud over him that he could get injured at any time. Okay, you've got that over him. Yeah, and
Yeah.
to me, right, we need players in the midfield that can back the front men up and score goals. Yeah. Now, Partey's not going to score you 10 goals a season.
No, he's not.
No.
He's
So
going to
there's
create a
there,
chance.
so there's a cross against him straight away. Yeah. He's not fit for half the season. There's another cross. Yeah. He's a box to box. I'm right in saying he's a box to box midfielder, isn't he?
Well, he could be. He doesn't have the pace, though, but he could be.
Well, he could be. So it's all up in the air with Partey, to be honest with you, Glenwyn. He's definitely he's like Marmite. Yeah, you either love him or you hate him. And I'm sorry, but I fall. Even though I enjoy Marmite, I love Marmite, but
But you fall on the hating side.
Yeah, I do, and I'm so sorry to say that about Partey because I know.
I know from the first day we bought Partey how you feel about him.
There
So there's no brainer that you don't like the player. But you must
is a player there, but he doesn't shine. For me, he doesn't shine. He doesn't do enough for me.
not yet. Yeah, I agree. But at the times that it's needed, he has shown that he is that player.
Okay, fair enough.
Um,
Okay.
but nonetheless, I think Zinchenko and him should start a game, maybe against Chelsea on Sunday, and see how that fit is going to be. But I think he's going to probably start more on the left side now
Yeah,
because
I would agree. I would agree with you.
Tierney is not going to be there, so he will start on the left back, which is the new signing Zinchenko. Yeah, coming back to the injury players, so those three guys, especially those are the three culprits of last season that's been injured, which is Tierney, Tomiyasu, and
Hmm.
ESR. They no good to Arsenal if they are injured. They are no good to Arsenal if they are injured. How are we going to keep them fit? Is the question in my mind is it they are rushed to become fit again, or are they rushing themselves to be part of the team?
Do you know what? That's a really good question because if you take Tomiyasu as an example for this one, took him 4 months to get over two calf
Two
injuries.
two calf injuries, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Then he came back. He wasn't ready. So who do you blame? I'm, I'm answering your question with a question, really, right? When he came back, even though I do rate Tomiyasu, I do rate Tierney. Yeah, I do. When he's playing, 100% Tierney's great. Yeah, but I think you're right. Are Arsenal bringing them back too quickly? And that because? But hold on 1 second. I've just thought. Right, was that because last season we didn't have the depth, or was it because it was
Look,
just get these?
we still don't have the cover for them. Well, now we have for the left side, but for the right
Yeah.
hand side, we don't have the cover. Or let me put it this way: we don't have the sufficient cover that will
So
make a difference in that
so
right hand side. Because Cedric, he
yeah,
is a ball like he must go.
but he shines occasionally. I
We
know
don't
what you're
need an
saying.
occasional sign.
He,
We don't
but
need an
oh
occasional
yeah,
player. We need a
I know, but he's a good crosser of the ball. But is a good crosser of the ball
That's
worth keeping?
probably about it. Eh?
Yeah.
His
So hold on.
his defensive instinct is putrid.
Right, with you. So you're saying he can cross a ball, but he can't defend, basically,
He
aren't you?
can't defend. He can only
Right.
cross the ball, and that's the best
Okay.
asset he has. He's crossing the ball. He can't defend for the life of him.
So okay then. So let's look at the back four for a second, right? Because you've said about Cedric. Okay. What about this? This is only a theory, a suggestion. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. What about this, right? Let's say you've got, for argument's sake, let's say you've got Zinchenko in Tierney's place, right? You've got Gabby in the middle, right? Okay. And let's say Gabby and Saliba build up a good relationship,
I see
right?
that coming. I see that
Do
coming.
you then say to Ben White, we're going to have to play you on the right?
That's what they did on Wednesday night, or was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday night.
Yeah. So do you think that's going to happen more often? Or do you think we'll just go to a flat back three? What do you think? I mean, what do you think?
I think if we're gonna be a flat three, then we're gonna still need a wing back, which we
Yeah,
don't.
I would agree. I would agree with you.
We don't have that caliber of player.
Yeah, again, I would agree. I would agree.
So
But
therefore, if for argument's sake, Tierney and Tomiyasu is out for the half of the season,
yeah,
God forbid it's not like that.
yeah.
Who are we gonna play there? Are we gonna play Ben White there? No, we can't. He doesn't have that temperament to go up and down. He does not have the legs.
But Saliba could be a right back, couldn't he? Even though we want to play him central defence, he could be a right back.
Yeah, that argument can be made, but has he been playing there? I haven't seen him there.
No, that's true.
So
That's true.
then you're gonna take somebody from your midfield like Martinelli or is Saka to go
Hmm.
play left wing back or right wing back. They are no good to Arsenal when they are injured. Tomiyasu, Tierney, they must really look after their health. And to answer your question earlier on, who is responsible for it? Look, the player says, I am fit, I'm well, and the doctors or whoever says, it's fine, I am clearing you based on what you're telling me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 thing. They are rushed to come back from injury. And now, I mean, Tierney had 30 minutes in Germany.
Yeah.
He's still injured. So it's pointless. He's not going to have a preparation for the new season. There we're playing on Sunday, we're playing Chelsea, and next week we play Sevilla. And then the
Yes.
season,
Yes.
then the season starts.
Hmm.
So he
Hmm.
doesn't have a preseason. He had
Yeah.
30 minutes of preseason injured. Tomiyasu, did he play? He didn't even touch a ball.
No. No.
And ESR also played one or two, a couple of games. So they no good to us. I mean, Fabio on training he got injured, or was it on training? Was it not even on training? What is it?
It was
Can't
on
remember.
international duty. It wasn't on international duty. He got injured.
Okay, so these are the guys that's really concerning for me, and they are impact players.
Yeah.
So we need to get another 3 or 5 people. We
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. I totally agree. But the thing is as well. Okay. Uh, Talking about pre-season and players wanting to play for Arsenal and everything else, just so we can cover everything here. Okay. Um, I don't see why he took. The only reason he would take Bellerin, Xhaka, Pepe to America is to put them in the shop window, right?
Sure.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have done that. I would have left them at home because they don't want to play anyway. Okay, and I would have taken some. I would have taken some of the kids with me.
Look,
That.
at this stage, we still have Bellerin to play that position because he's still on our books. He's still an Arsenal player.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
know.
obviously, between him and Cedric, yes, it's a good thing for them to be in the shop window, but also just to keep them fit and prepared for the first game. I mean, we're not going to have Tomiyasu for the first game.
No, I know, I know, I know.
Yeah. I would have done that with Ainsley Maitland-Niles perhaps. So leave him be because he hasn't showed anything. So leave him be. Let him stay at the colony and get help from whoever is there.
Yeah.
But you know what, Pepe. Coming back to Pepe just now, Pepe is also in the shop window.
Hmm.
So I would give them that opportunity to play because they are still a part of our team and they are still squad players, especially now that we don't have in the right hand side. We don't have um, players on that right back.
Yeah, yeah.
All
It's
right.
it's it's confusing really because it's just a hard situation to be in.
Yeah. Let's just move on to this one quickly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is something. The question says it all. Sane would be well, not the question, the statement. Sane would be a good addition to our squad. He's 29 years old now. No, he's 27. And he has played loads of games for both Manchester City and for Bayern Munich.
Hmm.
I made a question mark where the money should be. I don't know how much he's worth. Leroy Sané, what do you think on him?
Uh, I rate him as a player. He would be a good signing for Arsenal. My only concern, and it's a minimal concern, I think, but my only concern is how much wages is he going to want? You know, see, I'd be going in for someone like Cody Gakpo. Um, I'd like another striker as well who's different to Jesus. So my suggestion for that would be someone like Patrick Schick.
I remember you said something like that.
Yeah, I mean, so it is a case of it's a case of the players that you've said before, yeah, that we need to cover, and I totally agree with that. Okay, but we need another striker as well, as an example, Patrick Schick, because Schimaka or whatever his name is, he's not going to come.
Yeah, West Ham has put in the bid for him.
Yeah. So we should be looking at Patrick Schick. I think we should be looking at Cody Gakpo, who's a young kid, but he's really, really good. He's good for assists. I think he scored 21 goals last season. I can't remember the amount of assists he did, but they were up in the double figures, I believe. Yes, Sane would be a great addition. But we've got a lot of players to get rid of first.
Yeah, Tielemans
would be a great addition. We've got a lot of players that we need to get rid of first. And the thing is, even if we did get Sane and we did get Tielemans as an example, is then not our midfield overcrowded?
What, like you said, there's Torreira, there is Ainsley Maitland-Niles, there is Pepe, and there is Reece Nelson. Those are the four names that's popping up in the midfield that needs to leave.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And then also, again, then there's this as well. This came out this afternoon where the Brazilian is up for grabs, and we give the Uruguayan, including money, for the Brazilian.
Is that Arthur Melo?
Arthur Melo, yeah. So Torreira doesn't want to stay.
No.
He wants to go.
He's even come back from America. He's not even an American now.
He's left there yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
For personal reasons, but I'm sure it's something to do with he wants to leave the club.
We're being told it's something to do with a passport.
Yeah, no, look, he's gone to Italy, and I'm sure his mom is there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but he also wants to play in Italy. Now Juventus has been showing good interest in him, as Valencia as well from Spain. So if we want Arthur, and that is the talks, or the rumor is that Arthur is available again from Juventus. So Edu is trying to do that sort of thing, to give them to Torreira with some cash for that guy. I think Tielemans is more of a... Sorry?
Do you want Arthur?
I wanted him in January.
Do you want him now?
Now is more of Tielemans is more on my mind, opposed to him. Tielemans is hard on my mind.
Well, he's Premier League ready as well, isn't he?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. But now, because Tielemans this is what the reports are saying, is Tielemans have agreed personal terms with Arsenal. So therefore, Arsenal is taking their sweet time to make an offer to Leicester, because they want Leicester to reach out and saying, look, we don't want to lose this guy for free next season. You know what? We will accept any offer you give. I think that is what Arsenal is looking to get from this deal.
Yeah, but there's also the added caveat as well, that we need to get rid of somebody first. That's the other reason why That's the other reason why Arsenal are taking their time on it.
Say again, you were breaking up with that.
Right. So there is that, what you're saying, but there's also the reason why Arsenal are taking their time as well is because we need to get rid of people first before we can bring Tielemans in.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's fair. But also, you must look at United is not getting any progress with regards to De Jong, Freddie De Jong.
Yeah.
So their alternative to Freddie is Tielemans.
Yeah, I know. But I've got a bone to pick with Man United, right? Because they just seem to be going after every player that we want to go for. So Quentin, if you're watching, it's got to stop. All right. But saying that though, if you look at Martinez, yeah, too expensive.
I rated him actually.
I
I
rated
rate
him, but I didn't rate him at 60 million.
No, not at 60. Not at
And that's what
60.
Man United paid for him. They paid 60 million for him.
Yeah,
So
but that was the bidding war that Arsenal pushed up their price, and I'm hoping that Arsenal will seal the deal before United swoop in for Tielemans, because Tielemans is the ready product to come
yeah, I
to
know.
Arsenal. We can't
I know.
still bank on a Arthur, on this and that, Parketta.
I know.
Uh, we have a ready-made player that wants to come to Arsenal, and
Yeah,
that
but
frustrates me.
didn't we have the same problem with Suma? And to be honest, we only didn't go for him because of the outside of football circumstances that were going on. Yeah.
Yeah, that too. So my question is this guy really the need,
No.
or is it just an opportunity to get rid of Torreira? That is in my mind, that is a sort of question that's running through my head.
But
Um,
you could flip
I
that.
see it. I see it as to get rid of Torreira, and not so
Juventus
much
want. You
needing
could also
needing
say that.
Arthur.
You could also say that Juventus want to get rid of Melo. So it's a bit of both, isn't it? Yeah.
Correct. But because we have been linked with him in January, and they wanted an 18-month loan spell for the guy, and we didn't want that. So, hi Gary.
Well,
Hello at Gooner
good evening,
Matters.
Gary.
Sir.
Good evening. But
Good
then
evening.
you could say that about today. Something cropped up today about a lad named Lamar, who we were going to offer £92 million for 4 years ago. Okay.
Thomas Lamar, yeah.
Yeah. We were going to 4 years ago. We were going to offer £92 million for the lad. Yeah.
And he was never that worth.
It was never worth that, and he hasn't had the best. And now we're being offered him like for peanuts.
But now let's talking about that high values. Let's bring Pepe, the project. Where to now? 72 million flop. Um, I don't know what they're gonna do with this youngster. Earlier on, you said because Brendan Rodgers wants him, or
Yeah.
rather, Leicester showed interest in him. How about these four clubs? This came out this afternoon. That these four guys are interested in the 72 million flop.
Do you know
I
what?
think
As
I
far as
think
I'm as
I
far as
think
I'm concerned,
Leeds, yeah.
any of them could have him. I wouldn't even care if he went to Leeds. Honestly,
But
genuinely, I would not care. Any of those four clubs could have him. Leicester could have him if they wanted to. If we could do a deal for Leicester with Leicester for Pepe swap for Tielemans, get it done. Get it done. Simple as.
the only thing with Leeds, if they sold Harrison to Newcastle,
Mm-hmm.
then they will come in for him. However, I think Sevilla are more of the serious people to get hold of him, which, in my opinion, can also they can have him for free if they have to.
Well, there's just so you know, right? There's a guy on Gary's show called Mr. Tom, right? Very funny
I saw
fella.
him, yeah, I saw him.
Yeah. He's a Leeds supporter. So, Mr. Tom, you can have Mr. Pepe with my blessing and probably with Gary's blessing. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
have Pepe. Take him.
Gary is saying Pepe, best we can get for him is 15 million. If we are lucky and if the team hasn't seen him play and has money to burn,
That's
I
it, Gary.
agree.
You hit the nail
I
on the head.
agree, Gary. I
Hit the
think
nail
I
on the head,
think
mate.
I think he should go, and they shouldn't even tippy toe around this whole thing. They must just let him be, let him go. If we can get money for him, let him go. Now the reports are saying they will only let him go or consider a move if, pardon me, if the offer is good and well. To
Just
fuck,
to add to
man.
your club's interest in Pepe, I could be wrong. I'm only, but I'd also heard somewhere that Newcastle were interested.
That was last in January.
No. It's come out this week. I'm pretty sure.
Is it? I read something about that in November. They said that Newcastle is after him for the January window. I'm not sure if something new came up. I didn't see any, but it could be also right because they are looking for a new a new winger. That's why they
Yeah,
are looking at Harrison from Leeds. So yeah.
because
Um,
I believe the front three was Max would have been Pepe, Maximan, and Wilson. That was the plan.
what happened to that other Burnley oak?
Oh,
Woods.
Wood. I don't know.
Okay.
He only scored one goal, didn't he? So I don't know.
Again, just guess who I am. In 2001 2002 season, I scored 10 goals in the league when Arsenal finished as champions. I also famously sealed the domestic double for Arsenal in 2002 with a well taken finish against Manchester United. And then, of course, the highlight in my first season was a first half hat trick against the Hammers. Who am I? Do you have an idea yet, Mr. Enforcer?
I've got a guess. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure it's right, but I've got a
Hold,
guess. Yes.
hold that thought.
I
Arsenal will
will.
sell it. Arsenal will sell if offer is good. Lol, laugh out loud. Any player on loan or considered deadwood worth their value is Saliba, and we cannot sell him. No, never. We can't sell him. I believe there's a new contract out for him. I'm not sure if that is correct. As
I
Lenny would say,
I
if
I
it's
I
sauce
believe.
or tomato sauce.
I believe that Saliba won't go anywhere. We will get a new, maybe 4-year deal out of him, hopefully. And like Juventus have been chasing Gabby. He's not going anywhere.
No, you
They're
can't sell him.
no,
He's our
not
stone
go,
at the back.
it's not going anywhere.
I've
Not
I've
going
got a
anywhere.
question for Gary if Gary is still there. The injury guys. What do you make of these injured players, Gary? Also, your thoughts on what are we going to do to complete? We obviously have somebody now for the left side, but for the other position on the right back side, we don't have sufficient backup for that. So just leave us your thoughts with that, Gary. We spoke about it early on, but your thoughts on it would be very,
Glenwyn,
very nice.
Glenwyn, see if Gary's available to come on. It'd be good to speak to him.
Well, Gary, if you're listening, there's a question. Let's just do this. So yeah, on this with Pepe. Let's continue still with Pepe.
Yeah. Where
What
do you out of them 4 teams, Glenwyn? Let me ask you a question. Yeah, where do you see him going? Do you think it is just Seville?
I would because he comes from France. He did well in France. So you know what? They go back to France or go to Spain. But if he goes to Leeds, he might just hurt us. Because
I
he might
I
just
just
get his
noticed.
form back at the Leeds type of club.
I just noticed something there as well. Was it Leon? Was Leon in them 4?
Yes,
Isn't that where Paqueta plays? Isn't that who
Propeller. Yeah,
Paqueta? Yeah. So could we not do a deal for Paqueta?
yeah. You just now answered the question that you earlier asked. The injury guys, we have no true cover for Partey and Tomiyasu. Yeah, it's scary, very scary. I can't join. No problem. Thanks, Gary.
No problem, Gary. Just thought you might want to come and have a discussion. That's all.
Sure, no problem. But yeah, next time. So yeah, I think going to France it would probably be best for him to go back to France because that's where he had his form, and maybe just to regain his form. Cheers, bon voyage, whatever they say. So yeah,
No, because what I was thinking, right? Because before I said Leicester were interested in Pepe, so you could do a deal for Tielemans. But if Leon are interested, you could do a deal for Paqueta. But I'd rather have the lad from Lazio, Slavic, with the
SMS.
yeah, yeah,
You're talking about this guy,
yeah,
Sergey. You're
yeah.
talking about Sergey Milinkovic-Savic.
That's the one. Yeah, it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue easy, does it?
That's why I call him SMS. You know what? I'm gonna send you an SMS straight from France.
I wouldn't mind that SMS, to be honest with you.
Well, that was gonna be the next topic. Is this guy? You know what they? He's a lengthy guy. I've seen a couple of videos of him, and what a confident baller. Eh? He's very confident on
mate.
the ball.
Totally, yeah.
So, do we need him? We've got Odegaard, we've got Fabio, and we've got ESR.
Yeah, we do need him because I feel that he would say so. Zinchenko would be a good replacement for, or in place of Xhaka. Yeah, this kid would be a good replacement for Partey.
Well, he's no longer a kid. He's 28 years old, eh?
Well, all right, he's younger than me though, isn't he? So he's a kid.
Well, yeah, definitely.
You know, I'm 50 next week. You know what I mean? So, but no, he'd be a good challenge for Partey.
I think he's more direct for ESR and the Odegaard and the Fabio because he's in it.
You can shuffle players around. These are players that are multiple positions.
I hear you, Des. I hear you, and I think does he have the ability to track back and defend? We need a defensive midfielder or a box to box for that, and I think again I'm coming back to the man in blue. Tielemans is that player.
Agreed. Yes.
I don't know. I'm frustrated.
But then if we hold on, we were talking about depth. We were talking about depth before as well, weren't we? So if you went for SMS, yeah, you've got depth. You have got depth.
We've got 3 people in that position already.
Yeah, but these again, I go to my original point.
And Paqueta is also part of that position.
Yeah, but Paqueta, we don't know if Paqueta's coming yet. So
no, I don't think he's coming.
I'll go back to my original point, Your Honour. Multiple positions. Yeah, you with me? So yes, Fabio. Yes, Odegaard. Yes, ERS. 2 out of them 3 are injured. Yeah.
Well, Zinchenko can play there. He started as a number 10 in his career anyway.
Right. Okay. So hold on 1 second, right? So if you're looking at as the team is at the moment, right? Zinchenko covers Tierney. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So that's Zinchenko out of the picture for a second. Okay. Right. You've got Fabio, you've got ERS, and you've got Odegaard. Okay. 2 of those boys are injured. All right. I'm not pointing fingers here. I'm just breaking it down. Yeah. Two of those boys are injured. If Odegaard, God bless him, right, was to get an injury, who are you going to put in there?
Correct. No, you make good point.
So you buy SMS, yeah. So not only for if someone gets injured, the competition. We need players to fight for positions. And that is what Arsenal has lacked for quite a few seasons, I think. There's been too many players that have taken...
Gary is also agreeing with you.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. But we've got too many players in the last 2-3 seasons, maybe even 4 seasons, that have taken their positions for granted. It's like what I said about Xhaka earlier. He feels that he's automatically on the pitch. Well, no, it shouldn't be that way. You fight for your place.
Well, not anymore. Not
You
anymore.
no, but that's how he was. You earn your place. You earn your place. You don't just get given a spot. You earn it.
So Gary
Sorry,
is saying,
what Gary's saying?
yeah, he's saying Arsenal would be happy to have over 3 options per position, and last season we have 0 options at some positions, with Xhaka had to play left back. And I agree with you, but we need to first complete the signings for our need. Our need is okay. That's part of our need.
There you go. So there you go. Glenwyn, do you not feel that you're being a little bit? I hate to say it to you like this, right? And please don't take this the wrong way, but don't you feel you're being a little bit cautious, brother?
We need a right back cover. We definitely need a right back cover.
Yeah.
That
I totally agree with you.
I would not even consider playing Ainsley Maitland-Niles in right back. I would not consider that either.
I totally agree with you. So who do you want to bring in as a right back? Who in the market would you go, that's the right back I want?
To be honest with you, there's nobody in the market that could fill that position, really.
There's your problem as well, you see. It's not all about who you bring in all the time. Sometimes it's who's available. I remember we were going after Aarons once from Norwich City. Now he's a right back.
Yeah.
He plays right back. I wouldn't have him in the team.
No, definitely. He's a youngster and he's very nippy and I don't know. I don't see anybody available.
It's a dilemma, you see. This is your dilemma. What's Gary saying?
Arteta wanted to be lucky with injuries based on our January window work. It didn't work according to Gary. Obviously it didn't work.
So Gary, this is where Arsenal messed up last season. We didn't do good business in the January window, and now we're paying the price for it. Are we not? Would you not agree? We didn't do anything in January. We should have brought we chased players that we couldn't get, right? And instead of going, right, he's not coming, he doesn't want to come, let's get someone in who we need and get them in now because we need them. We didn't do that. We chased fairy tales, pipe dreams, and players that would have never signed for Arsenal in a month of Sundays. And we spent too long on it.
Yeah, I think we went about it very, very wrong. We missed the bus there. So yeah, I don't know. I'm you know what? I'm still thinking about who is a decent right back.
What about is Lamptey? I can't remember, but is Lamptey right back?
Yeah, he's a right back from Brighton.
We've been interested in him before, you know. What about? Only because I'm not sure, but Douglas Luiz, was he midfield or was he defence?
Douglas Luiz is midfield.
He's midfield. Right? Forget him.
He's a defensive midfielder. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Forget him for a second. I couldn't remember if he was midfield or defence. I couldn't remember. Yeah. You see, I can't think of anybody unless they're either lower leagues or they're lower rated teams in the Premier League. I.e., as example, Brighton. But you know.
Yeah. I don't see anybody there.
There you go. That's the problem. I don't see anybody. That's the other problem we've got, Glenwyn. It's not so much. It's not so much that we don't want to get a player. It's that we can't.
Yeah. Okay. What about Tavares? Tavares is apparently also on his way out. Eh?
The kid's raw. He needs a loan. He needs a loan with somebody, and there's a player there. It's just not ready yet.
Yes, we needed to pick up some players in January, so we move on to other necessities in summer. We have a lot of work to do. Three or five, that's exactly what I said, 3 to 5
Yep,
players that we needed. You
yep,
said also 4 players. So
yep.
it is very, very needed to get some backup in
Totally.
these areas. We need to get sufficient backup in these
Gentlemen,
areas.
you are making fair points. There's no one who could turn around and say you're wrong because you're not. You're right.
So,
But
so, so priority is now the right side of the back line. That's priority.
yeah, yeah.
Also, on the flip side, is Suarez and Bellerin has to go in order to make that deal happen. If anybody is available,
Mm. But then Bellerin's not capable anymore, is he? I think to be honest, he showed that in the Everton game.
he's not. He doesn't want to be at Arsenal. He played very well at Real Betis
Yeah, yeah.
for his age. He's what 25, 27, around there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
he's done very
could not someone turn around to Bellerin and say, "Excuse me, until we sell you, we're paying you wages. Play football, will you? And do it properly." Do you know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you would rather prefer to go sit in a tree and plant trees or whatever.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. But there should be someone turning around to him and saying, "Look, we haven't sold you yet. You haven't left. We're paying your wages. We're having the decency to put you on the pitch. Play football, will you?" Yeah.
Okay, Gary has given some right back options. Well, the first one you can forget about because he's gone to Spurs.
Oh yeah. Yes, I agree with
Spence.
Cuffy. Give Cuffy a run out. Totally. Totally give him a run out.
Kyle
Totally.
Walker Peters is not too bad as well. He's from what? From Southampton, huh?
Southampton. Is
Yeah,
he
it's
not?
not too bad really. He's
Is
a
he not?
young lad.
Is he still young? Is he?
He's still a young lad, yeah.
Well, why not? Why not make an offer? We need the position covered. Why not?
Why not make an offer for Walkers,
Yeah.
the number 2 from Man City?
I'm going home. I am home. What am I saying? What? No, but I agree with Norton Cuffy. Norton Cuffy, to me, and this is just
Who's
my
Norton
opinion.
Cafe? Who's he
Norton
playing
Cuffy,
for?
Arsenal. He's in the under 23s, under 19s, even maybe.
Oh, that youngster that
Yeah,
came
yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
loan. He just
To
came from
me,
loan.
he's no. He just won the was it the under 19s World Cup? You don't know Cuffy?
No, I must go check on him. Yeah, maybe
Check on him. To me, I mean, Gary may agree, may not, but to me, Cuffy's proved himself. Give the boy a run out. Why
Okay.
not?
All right. Let's just see who knows this. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna not read it again. He's been the famous player who won Manchester United, sealed the double domestic on that year, and of course scored 10 goals in that season when Arsenal were the champions, and a hat trick in his first debut game against West Ham. Under 21 euros, Gary is saying.
Under 21s. There we go. I knew it was.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me see who's Brooke Norton Cafe.
He's a good player. My guess for your picture. Okay, you ready? While you're
Oh,
looking.
this youngster. I see him.
Yeah.
I see him
Well,
now,
I
yeah.
knew you'd know him when you saw him.
Walters is getting a chance and Cafe should too. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That youngster has very impressed me against Nuremberg.
Wasn't he at Lincoln City last season? He did a loan at Lincoln City.
I'm not too sure.
I
I'm
think
not
he
too
did.
sure.
Yeah.
Many have said that the academy should get a chance. Cafe could be an option. Okay, yeah. And
Totally.
now I see who's Cafe. He looks like Spence, yeah.
Mhm.
He looks like Spence. Not particularly, really. Anyway, I know who he is.
Shall I give you my guess for your mystery picture?
Let's hang on. Let's hang on.
Okay. I've got a question for you.
Oh man, I didn't get that one. All right, wait, yes, you can ask me.
What have you thought of the pre-season matches so far, then?
Um, I say the game on Wednesday against Orlando, the
Mm-hmm.
first half, the team that played the first half,
Mm-hmm.
the back line was Tavares,
Mm-hmm.
Mari,
Mm-hmm.
Suarez,
Yep.
and who was the right back, center right back,
Holding.
uh, holding. Those four, they are
Mm-hmm.
putrid. They shouldn't even be considered to
Right.
start a
Okay.
game.
Fair comment.
Then you had Martinelli who scored the first goal, obviously, and that is
Mm-hmm.
what you want to see more of him. You want to
Yeah.
see him cut in and take chances because that's the only way you're going to start scoring goals if you take the chance. Don't just
Yeah.
run to the byline and try and cross it in. Take on the
Yeah.
defender. You've got the skill and keep. Don't be like Pepe. Pepe has got the skill apparently to score goals.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen it once or twice. Martinelli can do it, so do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to go back to the Everton game first, right? I'll just say this quickly, yeah? Number one, the Everton match was good. Everton were going in really, really hard for a pre-season game.
They kicked
But
our
what I,
bodies.
yeah, but what I will say is this in the Everton game, I felt sorry for Eddie Nketiah because he played in the wrong half.
Yeah, true. Remember you said it in the group as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have noticed because it happened in Orlando. Okay, the Orlando game, the first team he put out, apart from a couple of players, i.e., Martinelli and Ketia, who look sharp. So does Jesus when he comes on, right? But it was a load of dross. It was all the people we want to get rid of. Yeah, and I've got to say, El Neni annoyed me as well because he was doing his sideways passing a lot, and that annoyed me. But even though I'm glad that El Neni has signed on for a bit longer, you know. But I will say this: the first team they put out in the first half, apart from a couple of players, was dross, absolute dross. And
Well,
then Eddie and Ketia picked up when Jesus. I think Eddie and Ketia and Jesus are going to be a good little combination.
good partnership. Good
Yeah, yeah.
partnership.
And
They
I
look
just want
good.
to, in closing for this little bit of mine, I just want to say one thing about Turner. All right, the boy needs to slow down. He panicked when he didn't have to, and he just needs to slow. There's a good keeper in there, but he just needs to concentrate and slow down a bit. But as pre-season's gone, it's been okay. I've been very happy. My players of pre-season are definitely Saliba. The boy is so strong. No one can. No, he's not going to get bullied at all. Saliba, even in the Premiership, he's not going to get bullied. Odegaard has obviously played his socks off as well, I think, and obviously Jesus. But when you put Jesus and Eddie Nketiah together, I can now see why they gave Nketiah the contract that they did.
Yeah.
What's Gary saying?
Gary is saying Eddie will have to learn to play with second team, and Jesus has shown what is expected. Eddie has to stand out with second team, or stand to. Eddie has to stand with our second team, and he lowered his level, and I believe he can do better. Note: look at Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair point, and I think, pardon me, and I think Eddie needs a stronger couple of people around him. Like if Saka's on there, him and Saka plays well together. When Jesus come on, they played well together. When Odegaard also showed a few skillful balls through. So yes, Gary needs to obviously up his game to get more game time ahead. But I think he looks confident. He looks hungry. He wants to do. He wants to do well. It's not that old Eddie that we saw is very lethargic. It's not, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Um, so he's got the confidence now, and I think he can do very, very well. So yes, let's see if you know who this is, Des.
um, right, I'm probably going to be wrong. I'm going to say Freddie Lundberg.
You're wrong.
I am wrong.
Yeah, Gary, maybe you can take a shot at it. It says that he, in the season of 2001 and 2002, he scored 10 goals when Arsenal were champions. He also scored a famous goal against Manchester United when we had the domestic double. And of course, against West Ham, he scored a first half hat trick. That's his highlight playing for Arsenal. Let's see if Gary got it. Okay, no, Glenwyn. Jesus showed for the ball at the midfield, then turned and lead attack to the box. His partners on the pitch can't be excused. Yes, I agree. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Before I'm gonna reveal this guy, I'm gonna let Gary just maybe sink in if he can get it. Who is this player?
It does look like Freddie Lundberg celebrating.
Well, all the Arsenal players celebrates the same. Um,
They don't. Oh Lord.
the last one I had was Mark Overmars, and he
I
also
got
did
that one
something
right.
like that.
I
Yes,
got that one.
You and Lenny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm bad with history of the club. Sorry, understood. Don't worry.
Can I have one more go?
Okay.
Right, if it's not Freddie Lundberg, I'm going to be wrong again, but I don't care. Ray Parler?
Yeah, you are wrong again. It is
Ah!
Sylvan Wiltord.
It wasn't. That was Will Todd.
Yes,
Do you know what he did? Do you know what he didn't even enter my head? Sorry, Sylvan. I remember now. Now senior.
Sylvan
Oh,
Wiltord.
he also. Yes, of course. Yes. Oh, I should have known by the blooming kit.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry
No,
about it.
no, 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 no. It's cool. It's cool. I should have known by the kit though.
All right, so um, I think you have predicted your finishing for next season, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think you, myself, and Mr. Warren also gave the same predictions.
I think we did. Yeah.
I think you said third. No, we've
Yes.
all said third. We all said
Yeah.
third.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just that you and Warren said that Spurs will be fourth. I didn't
Yeah.
say Spurs will be in fourth. I said
No.
Chelsea will be in, and Gary also said Chelsea will be fourth. I remember.
Yeah. 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 But
But
I'm going to
nonetheless,
change my. I'm going to change my score against Crystal Palace. I
did you
think.
give a score?
Yeah, I think I did, but I can't remember what it was now. But I will say this: Jesus is going to score 6 against Palace.
What?
Yeah, 6.
Forget about pressure. That's a lot of pressure, bro.
No, no, no. He's going to score 6 goals, and Saka's going to score 1, but that's going to get disallowed. So it's going to be 6-0 to Arsenal against Palace.
That's just hectic. I don't think so, bro.
Well, okay, we'll see.
6,
Yeah,
a
6-0.
double, a
A
double
double
hat
hat
trick.
trick. A double hat trick by Jesus. Gabriel Jesus to score a double hat trick against Crystal Palace.
Oh wow!
That would get great
All right,
odds. That would get great odds in the gambling, the bookies, wouldn't
it would be, eh? On
it?
his debut for the Gunners, he was yeah. Nah, I don't. Anyway, that's your thoughts. I'll leave that to you. But yeah, let's
We can all
let's
hope.
let's yeah, let's hope you can score that. Look, I think we had a full night. We had a full discussion in regards to what we need.
Totally.
I still think we really need to get a backup for Tomiyasu, and that youngster, that Coffee youngster, he would be a good addition to come and check it out. It would be nice to have seen him now, maybe with a tour to America.
Hmm.
Um, because yeah, Bellerin and Suarez they need to leave. They not, but they're not material. No, not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, yeah. Totally, totally, totally.
Not material. Your last thoughts, Mister Enforcer? Anything that you want to say?
Yeah. What score did you give? What score are you giving the transfer window? You didn't give a score.
Oh yes. The only thing that I'm concerned about is the lack of outgoings. The lack
Hmm.
of outgoings. We're getting good quality in. We've got 5 players in now already. Last season we got 6, and I
Hmm.
think we still need to get another 3 or 5 players in to have our depth.
Hmm.
I will give it a 7, eh?
Fair enough.
Just
Right.
because that we are lacking to get rid of the players like Pepe,
Uh
Ainsley
huh.
Maitland-Niles,
Uh huh.
Bellerin, Suarez. Um, who else is there? I think that is about Owen Torreira.
We've got two
Torreira does
goalkeepers to get. We've got two goalkeepers to get rid of, haven't we? And Leno
Leno and
and
Sir
Riverson.
Garnison. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you know,
we're not getting rid
there's
of
still
these
time.
guys.
There's plenty. Yeah, but there's still time. There's plenty that can happen, and
You know,
we just got to.
we can all have all the time in the world, but if we don't have any buyers, then it's pointless.
We'll put them in the bargain bucket and give them away with a free shirt or something. I don't
You know what? I will give
know.
it take a loss anytime.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Um,
it might come down to that. I think it may come down to that.
yeah, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do with these guys. Before Zinc 5, now 5.5 because outgoing list isn't going down and season is starting soon.
Mhm.
Gary saying the same thing. The outgoing is very, very tough.
Yep.
We're not getting anybody in. Season starts in 2 weeks' time, short, yeah. So we don't have any buyers. There's no buyers. Look, the season starts in 2 weeks, Gary, but we still have more than a month that we can get rid of these guys. And I think we possibly could get a couple of guys late in August if
Yeah,
we
yeah.
you
So,
know just to get
so
rid of them. But there's a very big delay in getting rid of these guys because now you're pumping up your financial capacity and you're not getting anything back for them.
right. So I'll just one more thing. I'm gonna, as you say, we're gonna go in a second. So well done to Darwin Núñez scoring his hat trick last night because I know he's
How
been.
how how's that? I mean, all of a sudden he's now the man. It's
Yeah,
preseason.
but
What the hell?
the reason I'm gonna say that is because, and I don't agree with this at all. Any player, whether you like them, hate them, whatever, but he's been getting a lot of grief on social media, and this is where social media can be totally, totally negative. So
Yeah.
even though I'm not a Liverpool supporter, but I appreciate football. Well done to Darwin Núñez on his hat trick. And in closing, I would just like to say, Glenwyn, it's always a pleasure to be on here. I love this channel. I love everything about it. But you've got to go and check out Gary, who's been messaging all night. DWTT. He's on Monday nights. He does his show, and he
I've
does
checked
really,
him.
really.
I've checked him on Saturday night.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
Monday
yeah. He
night,
does
it's
something on a Saturday as well. But you don't have to be an Arsenal supporter. He talks football in general, and it's really,
I
really good.
saw, yeah.
He's almost as good as us, Glenwyn. Do you know what I mean? He's
Almost.
almost, just a smidgen under Gooner matters. You know what I mean? I mean, we're talking wafer thin, wafer thin. But no, but if you want more content, go and check out DWTT on YouTube on a Saturday afternoon or late Monday morning. Um, you just watch it on catch up if you have to. He's got really good content, really good panel like we usually have. Sorry you've had to put up with just me tonight, but I've really enjoyed it.
No, I
It's
don't
been
have to
really,
put
really.
up with you. I enjoy you, man.
Do you know
Yeah,
what, bro? I'm going to look more into the Arsenal history as well, so I can get these pictures right.
yes, Gary's last words. He says we have bias, but Arsenal's value of their players is too high for the bias, and the reason is because Arsenal lowered their value by not using them. Of course. Great show, Glenwyn and Des. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Gary.
and have a good evening as well, Gary. And
Same to you, brother.
well,
Same to
have
you. Same to you.
a good afternoon to you, Gary. I think it's midday there with you guys now. Yeah, Gary, just give us a notification. I have subscribed to your channel, and I do get the notifications on YouTube when you go live. I think just pop us maybe in the chat or in our group, just to pop up, just in a reminder again that we can also watch your channel and just support you as you support us at Gooner Matters.
And
But
I just
thanks.
want to, send one more quick message out to my brother Lenny. I know he's got a few things going on at the moment. I hope you get through whatever you're going through, and we're always here when you need us, bro. So
Yes.
look forward to talking to you soon.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So well done. Thank you for being with me, Mr. Enforcer. Thank you
Anytime.
for Gary to be a part of the show again. And Gary, I'll reach out to you for another show, maybe either next week or the week after, depending on how busy you are. And yeah, thanks a lot. Here's another comment from Gary. Thanks for the support, and I'll notify everyone in the chat. That's it, and we can share it on and get it going there as well. All
Yeah,
right.
totally.
Des, it was nice having you. It was nice having Gary. It was nice having Sam there in the background, and hopefully, I think Bethany just popped in and popped out again.
maybe.
Yeah.
One more thing as well. I do like the new. I'm not for putting money in the Cronky's pocket, but I do like the
The
new away
black
kit.
one.
Yeah, I
Or
do.
the black kid.
I might purchase that one because I do actually like it. So
Oh well, you know what? Myself and Lenny obviously gave us sizes already. Sam,
yeah.
Sam, please remind Des we are both double extra large in the black away kit.
He wants me to get their kits and send them to them.
I never said he could have his. Never mind buying yours.
Get out the screen. Get out of the screen. Go and sit over there.
It's a family chat. It's a family chat. Anyway,
thank you,
yeah,
Glenn.
all the best with that. But I will send you my address.
Of course, yeah. Glenn, between me and you, I'll see what I can do. All right.
Chat, man.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. And yeah, till next time.
Gooner
Come on,
Masters.
you Gooners.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Go well, man.